Okay, thank you. You can hear me only if I speak, na? If I don't speak, how can you hear me? Huh? Yes. Now, Chindam Sohan Samrat is going to take class. Hmm?
Chindam, don't present.
Why, sir?
Because you are presenting na, along with me. So you will take class. I will listen to you. Hmm?
I just watched the video.
Stop your video, man. Right. Thank you. Okay, yesterday we have learnt up to sieving. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You are right, sir.
Yes, good. So, what is sieving?
Yes, sir.
What is sieving?
To sieve anything with the two knots is the name as sieving, sir.
Separation of bigger impurities from fine particles
Yes, sir.
using a
Yes, sir.
sieve. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Separation of bigger impurities from fine particles. Separation of bigger impurities from fine particles using a sieve is known as sieving. Right? Right.
Sir,
Huh?
what is that box, sir?
That
Good
box
morning, sir.
is light focused area. If I write something in it, you cannot see it. So I just marked it. Not to write anything by me. Okay? Right. Next, sedimentation. What is sedimentation? If you take sand and water, okay, after stirring it sometime, the sand will settle down. Means since sand is heavier component, the sand will settle down, right? And not only that, if you take some large sized pebbles or rocks and some fine mixture of rocks, if you just mix and keep it, finally the large sized ones or heavier ones will settle down. So this process of settling of heavier component in a mixture, settling of heavier component at the bottom in a mixture after adding the water to this mixture is known as sedimentation. Settling of heavier component, settling of heavier component after adding water.
Sir, video is. Sir, video is gone, sir.
Gone,
Sir,
huh?
video is gone, sir. Video is off, sir. Sir, video is off, sir. Sir, please turn on the video. The video is came, sir. Sir, now it's coming.
Right. Settling of heavier component after adding water to the mixture. So if you take rice, means you are having rice brought from grocery house to your home. In order to cook the rice, water is added to some quantity of rice in a vessel. What will it happen? The dust and fine particles of dust and dirt, all those things will be floating on the top of the water, whereas the rice will settle down, right? So why do we do this thing? First of all, in order to clean the rice, in order to remove the impurities from the rice, we add water so that the heavier rice will settle down and the lighter dirt will be floating on the water. So rice got sedimented and dirt is floating. What do? We simply bend that vessel. We bend that vessel and we remove that impurities containing water, right? This removing of water along with the dust after settling of the heavier component is known as decantation. It is known as decantation. Patel Sarkarji, stop presenting. Mr. Patel, stop presenting yourself. You are not listening to me. Okay. Removing of water along with impurities after the settling of heavier component removing of water along with impurities after the settling of heavier component is known as decantation. So the principle of sedimentation and decantation both together used to purify or to clean the rice before cooking. So first in order to cook the rice, we are not going to just put the rice in vessel and add water, immediately go for cooking. What do? We take the rice in a vessel, right? You add water to it, then you allow the rice to sediment down, then you remove the water by decantation. This is how we clean the rice before cooking. So the principle of sedimentation and decantation can be used for even a mixture of two liquids that do not mix with each other, right? For example, you take kerosene and water or oil and water. You take oil and water. One liter of water weighs 1 kg. 1 liter of water weighs 1 kg. Whereas 1 liter of cooking oil, it weighs around 9-10 grams, right? It weighs around 9-10 grams. Now I have allowed you to speak. Have you ever seen the sunflower oil packet, 1 liter packet? Have you ever seen?
Yes, sir.
Have you checked?
Yes, sir.
Have you checked the volume? Two things you might have checked. Volume is equal to 1 liter, right?
Yes, sir.
And weight
910 grams, sir.
910 grams. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
1
sir.
liter of oil weighs only 910 grams. Yes, yes. So 1 liter of oil weighs how many grams? 910 grams. Means less than 1000 grams, right? Whereas if you take 1 liter of water, it will weigh 1000 grams. So whose weight is more, water weight or oil weight?
Water weight, sir.
Water weight means whose density is more? Whose density is more, water or oil?
Water is heavier than.
So water is denser than
Water is heavier than cooking oil.
water is denser than
One.
so water
1
is
kg is
denser
called
than oil, right? Okay. So when you are given a mixture of oil and water, you are given a mixture of oil and water. To separate oil and water, we are going to use decantation method. Sorry, sedimentation and decantation, both methods. Why? When you add oil and water, what will happen? Whichever is more denser, that will settle down. Means that will get sedimented. Now water got sedimented, right? So sedimentation is over. Now the top layer, that is oil, you can simply tilt the vessel. You can tilt the vessel and you can remove the oil. Isn't that or not? So to separate a mixture of two immiscible liquids, what it is called? Immiscible. What is it mean, immiscible? Which do not mix with each other, right? Mixture of two liquids that are not miscible with each other. For example, you are given honey and water. You are given honey and water. Can you separate them? A mixture of honey and water. Can you separate them?
Sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Why?
No, sir. No, sir.
Because
No, sir.
they get mixed with each
No, sir,
other.
no.
They get mixed with each other. Okay.
They have
The-
equal density.
No, here you no need to think about density. Honey is soluble in water. Honey is soluble in water. Okay. So you are not thinking of density when one substance is soluble in another substance. You will be thinking of density when one substance is not soluble. It is insoluble in water. When it is insoluble, whether it will float on the water or whether it will sink down in the water, it is just dependent on density, right? When the substance is already soluble in water, you will not think about density. Remember that point. Okay, right? One cannot make a boat. Remember, one cannot make a boat with sugar. Are you getting my point? One cannot make a boat with sugar. Boat can be always made by some insoluble material only, not by soluble material. So when it is insoluble, then you will think of whether its density is lesser or more. Are you getting my point? So here you are given a mixture of two liquids that are not soluble in one to other. Then which liquid is going to be on top?
Soluble in water, sir.
Come again. Hello?
Oil is not soluble in water, sir.
100%.
By oil we can make boat, sir.
Very good point. Oil cannot be a solid one. Okay, to make a boat, you need to use a solid material which is insoluble in water. Is that clear, sir? Okay. You cannot use a liquid which is insoluble. Very good point. Good joke for today.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
The oil has left completely then.
Right. Enough. I am allowing. I am again meeting you all. Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Whenever discussion is needed, then only I will unmute you. Otherwise, you will keep disturbing me.
Excuse me, sir.
Ask sir. What is your point?
Sir, water can be uh, become solid, sir.
Yes.
Then oil and why can't it become solid?
See.
Because it is natural fuel.
Okay. You are asking little bit higher than your class level. Anyhow, I tell you. See, every substance has got three states. That is gaseous state, liquid state, and solid state. Right? Gaseous state.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Gaseous state, liquid state, and solid state. This is water vapor. This is the gaseous state of water, normal water, that is liquid state, right? And solid state, this is ice, right? Below 0 degree Celsius, below 0 degree Celsius, it will be in ice state. 100 and above, 100 degree Celsius and above.
Your sound is not slow.
See, water can be in three different states. 0 and below 0. 0 and
Now it is coming.
0 and below 0. Water will be in ice, that is solid state. And in between 0 and 100, in between 0 to 100, it is in normal water state, liquid state. Patel Sarkar, stop presenting. Why are you presenting yourself all the time? Otherwise you teach me. I will stop my teaching. And 100 and above 100 degrees Celsius, water will be in what? Gaseous state. That is water vapor state. In the same way, so the temperatures for different states of one particular substance is different from the other particular substance. At 100 degrees Celsius or little bit above also, oil will be still in liquid state only. In order oil to get in gaseous state, to become gaseous state, different oil need different higher temperatures. Are you getting it? In the same way, in order the oil to be in solid state, the temperatures will be different. For example, I'll take you one example. Ghee. Ghee is a kind of oil only, na? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. During
Yes, sir.
winter, when your normal water at about say 10 degrees Celsius or below it, when it is in liquid state, water is in liquid state, the ghee will become solid, almost solid. Have
Yes,
you seen
sir.
it? Means
Yes, sir.
the
Yes, sir.
temperature for the ghee to be in solid state is little bit higher than the water, right? So
Okay, sir.
in the same way, whereas your sunflower oil, will it be becoming a liquid state at 10 degrees Celsius or at 0 degrees Celsius? Have you seen?
No, sir.
So
No, sir.
those temperatures are different.
No, sir.
So every substance can be in gaseous state, liquid state and solid state. But the temperatures for those respective states, they are different from one substance to other substance. Remaining details you can learn in your higher classes. Hope this explanation is enough for you.
Ghee cannot be solid form. Yes, sir.
solid or not? Ghee solid or liquid?
Sir, ghee can also solid form, sir.
Ghee can
In
also.
winter, ghee becomes a solid. Sir, Patel is present in sir.
Yes. Right. Now, the principle of already we have told. Right. Next. Don't be so crazy about presenting yourself. Maybe sooner or later you will be called to our school. Okay. In your physical presence, for your physical presence, then I will see you. You also can show your face to all of your friends. Right. Until then, please wait. Don't be so curious about presenting yourself. After sedimentation, you are using decantation to separate the lighter component, that is impurities, from the mixture. But we cannot separate the lighter component completely by decantation itself. So after you just add the water to the rice, the impurities from the rice cannot be completely removed alone by decantation. Or take some other solid substance. Okay, so from the solid substance, the impurities or the lighter components cannot be completely separated. Cannot be completely separated.
Sir, please just speak loudly.
The lighter component of the mixture cannot be completely separated alone by decantation. So, after removing some extent of this lighter component, after removing some extent of this lighter component, to remove the remaining thing also, we are going to go for another separation process, that is filtration. Filtration. What is filtration? The process of separation of one liquid using a strainer from a solid liquid mixture. So the dirt which is in lighter component, actually it is a solid material, but it is in fine form. By decantation, to some extent you have removed that dirt. Remaining thing, how can you separate? By filtration method. Separation of a solid from the solid liquid mixture using a strainer, right? Separation of a solid from the mixture of solid liquid using a strainer. You all might be knowing what is strainer, right? So this is known as filtration. Filtration is better separation method to separate the solid dirt from the liquid, right? Filtration is the better method to separate the solid dirt from the liquid than decantation. So by using decantation and filtration by using decantation and filtration, we can separate the solid impurities from the liquid, but which method is better to separate the solid impurities from the liquid? Filtration method is better. Filtration is better method than decantation. Better method than decantation. Or we can say decantation is a crude method and filtration is fine method. Decantation is crude method, means you are not using any device. You are simply using one vessel and you are adding water and the dirt will be just floating on the top. You are bending that vessel and removing that dirt containing liquid. Whereas in filtration, what do you use? You just pour the entire liquid, whatever that you are having. From that, the impurities will filtered down. The impurities will be filtered and only filtered out liquid. So if you just put the entire mixture of liquid and solid in this one, okay, you will get the complete pure liquid here, right? And the remaining dirt, pulp, all those things you will be having on the strainer, on the top of the strainer. So filtration is better used in which all process? To purify the juices, right? And what are we going to use for filtration? Strainer. And sometimes at our home we can use even a piece of cloth also. Okay, when strainer is not available, a piece of cloth also can be used, right, for filtration. Filtration is used in preparing fruit juices, preparing paneer, and preparing tea, etc. Basavaraj, stop presenting. Filtration is used in preparing fruit juices, in preparing tea, in preparing paneer, cottage cheese, etc. So filtration is used for which all purposes? For preparing fruit juices, for preparing fruit juices, paneer, tea. Filtration is used for preparing fruit juices, paneer and tea, right? Okay. So how do you prepare paneer? You keep the milk boiling, then you add few drops of lemon juice to it. Then a mixture of solid paneer and liquid will be obtained. Now the paneer can be separated by filtration through a fine cloth or a strainer. So this is paneer preparation. Add few drops of lemon juice to boiling milk. Then you get a mixture of solid paneer and liquid. Mixture of solid paneer liquid is obtained using strainer or a piece of cloth. You can separate using strainer or a piece of cloth. You can separate the paneer from that liquid. Next, to separate a mixture of water and salt or water and sugar, can we use filtration? To separate a mixture of water and salt, water and sugar. Can we use filtration or decantation or sedimentation to separate salt from salt water mixture, to separate sugar from sugar water mixture, to separate sugar from sugar water mixture, sugar from sugar water mixture. We cannot use filtration method or we cannot use decantation method. Then which method can we use to separate the salt from salt water and sugar from sugar water mixture? We use the method of evaporation. Evaporation method can be used. Evaporation method can be used to separate salt from salt water mixture, to separate sugar from sugar water mixture. Evaporation method can be used. So what is evaporation? The process of conversion of water into its vapor is known as evaporation. Evaporation takes place continuously from the surface of water. By evaporation process only salt is prepared from seawater, right? What is evaporation? The process of conversion of water into its vapor. The process of conversion of water into its vapor is known as evaporation, right? Evaporation takes place continuously from the surface of a given water body. Okay, evaporation takes place continuously from the surface of water, and by evaporation process only salt is prepared from seawater. By evaporation process only salt is prepared from seawater, right?